Hello and welcome to another tutorial with Zenphi. Today we're going to be going over how you can create a flow to automate the process of transferring files from Google Drive to your OneDrive. Now, in the month of November, we have added many different OneDrive actions. If you want to learn about all of them, I will have a link in the description that goes over all of the different actions that we've added this month. That way you're equipped in case you usually use OneDrive over Google Drive. But let's say you need to have files in both places, or maybe you need to transfer data for a client that only uses Microsoft. This is a perfect flow to be able to implement that, so let's go ahead and get started. The first step to any Zenphi flow is to set up your trigger. For this example, I'm using the Google Drive trigger, meaning it's going to start the flow when a file arrives to a specific folder. Now here what we have to do is select our connection, which is going to grant Zenphi permission to be able to monitor our Google Drive, and then we have to select a folder that we wish to monitor. Now to set up our connection, we're going to click on the plus icon to create a new connection, which can be private or shared. You can also give it a different name. After you do that, we have to select the folder that you want to monitor. So in this case, I've created a folder called Request to Send to OneDrive. That way, whenever they add files here, the flow knows that it needs to start. So to be able to select the folder, you would click on the Google Drive icon and then select the folder from your drive. Now, since a file may have more than one owner, I'm going to use our action query collection to be able to extract only the first owner. So by clicking on the chain icon, which is a token picker, it allows us to insert data from previous steps. I can open up the trigger, go to the bottom, and then select the collection of owners, and then select only the first item. Now I want to make sure that we send this for approval since we don't want to copy files that don't need to be copied. So to do that, we're going to use our assign task action, and here I've assigned the task to our IT team. So here what I've done is indicate that a request has been made. Here I've added the file owner and that they're able to approve or reject. However, if they reject, I want to make sure that they add the motive inside of the comment section. In the attachments, you're also able to select the token picker and add the original file content. This is going to make it really easy for the person to be able to approve or reject if that's something that should be sent to OneDrive. Now we obviously want to take different actions depending on if the request was approved or not, so we're going to use an if condition. So here we're able to add different clauses. For this example, we're indicating to follow the true branch when the response outcome is equal to approve. Now, if they don't approve, we want to make sure we send a rejection email. So this is a send email action. All you have to do is set up your connection to Gmail, and then you can set up your email easily. You can add a sender display name, the subject, the body. Now, what I've done here is add the reason, which is the comment from our task. So we click on the token picker, go to our task, we can easily see the comment here, just indicating that it has been rejected, why it was rejected, and also letting them know that we're going to be removing the file from the specific folder that they added it to, since this folder is only to be able to decide if it should be passed over to OneDrive or not, and is not a storage system. Since we've given them 3 days to be able to back up their file, we're going to use a pause action to be able to pause for 3 days, and after that we're going to delete the file from Google Drive. Now this action is called delete item, and all you have to do is indicate the file ID, which we can retrieve from our trigger. Now what happens if they do approve? We want to make sure that we upload the file to OneDrive. So this action is called upload file. We have to indicate the payload, which would come from our trigger. You're going to see it here as a suggestion. Now additionally, you can change the file name if you want to. I'm going to be preserving the exact same file name, which you can also get from the trigger. Now here in destination folder ID, I've created a folder inside of OneDrive called copied from Google Drive. That way everything is added here. However, if you don't indicate a folder here, it would just be saved in your root folder. Now, like in the other branch, we're going to notify via email. However, here we're going to mention that it was approved. I'm also going to be adding a link to be able to view the file and letting them know that they're going to be removed from Google Drive tomorrow. So it's very important that they're able to back up the information if they want it to remain on Google Drive as well. Same thing as in the other branch, we're going to pause, but this time we're going to switch it from 3 days to 1 day. And then we're going to go ahead and delete the file after that 1 day. So now if we save and test run, we can select a file to start. So let's say someone submitted this file, so it would automatically run it. And then this is what the task would look like. So they're able to see the person that uploaded the file. Then they could choose if they approve or reject. And they're also able to see the file as an attachment down at the bottom. So now if I click approve and submit, And then the user that uploaded the file would receive this email saying that the request was approved and it has been uploaded to OneDrive. They could also use this link to be able to view the file. And now if I open up that folder inside of OneDrive, we can see that the file was copied there. And the only thing that's pending in the flow is it's waiting 1 day to be able to remove it. And just like that, in a few easy steps, we've created a flow that can automate the process of approving files from being copied from your Google Drive to your OneDrive easily. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments section, and thank you so much for watching.